Good morning, students. I am Rakesh Kumar Pandey, your SST teacher. Welcomes you in the e-learning program of Modern English School, Nawada, Kunti Nagar branch. Students, today I am going to start the 9th chapter of your history book, Women, Caste and Reforms. Student, this is the first video of this chapter, so I am going to make an introduction video in front of you about this chapter. Student, we will read in this chapter about social inequality which was practiced in India, gender based inequality, caste based inequality, social reformers and reforms movement, and sati system and a child marriage situation of untouchables, how they spend their life, how they face problem in the society. Student, I am just asking a question in front of you. You just imagine when you reading a newspaper, you have got a news and reading a news about child marriage, that a 70 or 60 years old man marriage with a girl who is just 16 or 12 or 13 years of age. Students, what was your reaction? What did you think? You just imagine about that, how was attentively listening to all sorts of discussion going on in this matter in the newspaper. Student, all the people were against such regressive practice which are present in Indian society at that time. You shuddering at the thought of the mental turmoil of the girl. You just imagine how a girl spent their life, how girls get their married at very early age. Students, in spite of more than 60 years of independence, certain social evils still exist in some part of India. Student, India which are still being advocated, by few die-hard conventionalists. They are convinced by Brahman that it is no crime in fulfilling the old tradition, rituals and beliefs, despite the fact that such tradition etc. are prohibited under modern Indian laws. Students, the situation was very bad. About 200 years ago, social inequality exists in our country and many atrocities were carried out not only against women but against low caste people also. Students, at that time, girls were not allowed to go to school as like you, because majority believed that education would create a bad influence on girls' mind. Child marriage was rampant and girls were usually married off at a very early age. It means at the age of 12 years. A girl had no say in section of her husbands, while men could keep more than one wife. A woman who died on her husband prey was considered virtuous and termed as sati. Widow remarriage was untreated, unheard at that time in our country. Students, मैंने अभी क्या बोला, आप सोचिए सुबह उठ के आप न्यूज पेपर पढ़ रहे हैं और आपको एक खबर मिले कि एक 60 या 70 साल का बूढ़ा व्यक्ति 12 या 13 साल की छोटी बच्ची से शादी कर रहा हो, कितना शौक लगेगा आपको। और अगर आप उसी न्यूज में पढ़ते हैं कि हमारे देश में पहले ऐसा होता था कि हर बच्चा जो 12 या 13 साल का हो उसकी शादी हो जाती थी, तो आप सोचिए क्या प्रॉब्लम आएगी आपके सामने जब आपसे आपका बचपन छीन लिया गया। उस समय की तरह आज भी हमारे समाज में बहुत तरह की सोशल एविल्स मजबूत हैं और लोग उसको सपोर्ट भी करते हैं। हमारे कानून में जिन चीज़ों का मैंने जिन चीज़ों को करने से दोहराने से रोका गया उसको भी दकियानुसी लोग आज कहते हैं कि नहीं, इसको करने में कोई अपराध नहीं है, ऐसा होना चाहिए। स्टूडेंट्स, आप सोचिए कि आप गर्ल्स हैं और आप स्कूल आ रही हैं आज। उस समय गर्ल्स को स्कूल अलाउड नहीं था। क्या सोचते थे लोग कि उनके दिमाग में कुछ गलत भर जाएगा, जबकि ऐसी बात नहीं थी। पुरुष लोग महिलाओं से डरते थे। क्यों? आप देखिएगा समाज में जितने भी नियम बनाए गए, ऑल द रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन विच वॉज मेड इन द सोसाइटी बाय द प्रिजुडिस और स्टीरियोटाइप पीपल आर ओनली बिलोंग्स टू वुमेन्स। बाय, क्योंकि उन्हें डर था कि अगर ये हमारी तरफ पढ़ ली जाएंगी, हमारी तरफ सीखेंगी तो फिर ये डेवलप्ड नहीं करेंगी। और ये सच्चाई है, आप मानिए इस बात को। तो इसीलिए लोग उनको मौका ही देते थे अपने बराबर खड़े होने का। सो स्टूडेंट्स, आई एम अगेन टेलिंग यू, you are reading all these conditions in our country, which was present in our country at earlier time, about child marriage, widow remarriage and sati pratha. And now I am going to tell you some facts, students. At that time our society was strictly divided on the basis of caste, and Brahmin were at the top of the caste. Means if you make a table, then first is Brahmin, second is Kshatriya, third is Vaishya, and fourth is Shudra. So students, Brahmins and Kshatriyas were termed as the upper caste, and all other castes are lower caste. Traders, moneylenders came under the category of Vaishya. Peasants and artisans such as weavers and potters came under the category of Shudras. Out of Shudras, certain subcastes were termed untouchables. These were those people who manually clean toilets and carry human excreta for disposal. Students, at that time, untouchables were not allowed to enter temples. They were not allowed to take water from the common wells of village. Even while entering a village, they had to warn others. मतलब कहने का स्टूडेंट्स, जब आप सोसाइटी की बात करते हैं तो हमारा समाज 4 वर्णों में बटा हुआ था, ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य और शूद्र। उनको वो जो शूद्र लोग होते थे उनको कमर में घंटी बांध दी जाती थी कि वो जब गांव से गुजरे तो उनकी आवाज़ सुन के ऊंचे कास्ट के लोग सतर्क हो जाएं और उनमें टच ना हो। उन्हें मंदिर में जाने की अनुमति नहीं थी, ऊंचे कास्ट के लोगों को छूने की अनुमति नहीं थी। क्यों? क्योंकि वो ह्यूमन वेस्ट को कैरी करके नाले में फेंकते थे और वो उनको छू भी नहीं सकते थे। जब उन्हें जरूरत थी तो हम यूज करेंगे और उसके बाद वो यूजलेस है। ऐसा था हमारा सोसाइटी। सो यू ऑल रीड अबाउट दिस टाइप ऑफ सोशल इविल्स इन दिस chapter. So as usual student, I advise you, because this is the first video, that's why I am not going to discuss any topic of the chapter. So please read the topics, then listen the video and ask if you still have any problem. Thank you.